Hi everybody. This video is a little bit different from the others that I made for several reasons. First of all, I show you my face. It's ugly, I don't care. It's not about my beauty that I want to talk. What I want to talk about is iPhone or smartphone or phone photography. Because I've been doing videos where I tell you about, cameras for a few $1,000s or euros, or vintage cameras that are kind of complicated, and that is not what is required to get good pictures. Statistically, the highest number of pictures is being taken with the iPhone. And other phones contribute relevantly to that. So phone photography is definitely something. It's something that people do, as they can. Nobody really told them how to do it. And there are several ways to take good photos with your telephone. So first I will now show you a few tools. No, actually, first I will show you a few pictures that I've taken with my iPhone, and without much of a comment. You can have a look at them. I have to say that some of them have been worked on. As in any other photography, you do post-processing for your iPhone pictures or telephone pictures. So that is one thing. And then I will go through a few tools that I use and I suggest to you for improving your telephone photography. These tools are all considered from a standpoint of portability. I will not show you any rigs that weigh like a kilo or two that you have to carry with you and then put in your telephone, because for that you can get a camera. But from the point of view where you say that the best camera is the one you have with you, and the fact is that usually you have your telephone with you, this is a relevant thing that I would like to discuss with you. So have a look at the photos, and then I'll be back and I will tell you a few things about how you take them, how to take them better, and what to use to improve your telephone photography. Okay, hope you like the pictures. Now let me get into some details. Most of the pictures were taken with an iPhone. This is an iPhone 5S. I don't even have the iPhone 6 yet, and I don't know if for photography it's actually better, because I've seen some comparisons, and as far as I'm concerned, they do not look better. Now some suggestions that are related to the pictures you've just seen. Some of them are not. So first of all, work on the perspective. So get down low, for example. Get close. This is really, really important. Get close to the subject, whether it's a person or a building, or unless it's a landscape, you really have to get close. Try to fill the frame. Zooming in with the functions that you have on the phone, I would never do. If I could, I would deactivate that option, because the results suck. It's really, there's no doubt about that. The only way to zoom is with an optical zoom, and hardly any phone has an optical zoom. And definitely the iPhone does not have. So fill the frame with your subject. If you have two objects or two subjects, say a person and a building, don't do as I see so often, and sometimes I feel I have to walk up to the people and tell them not to do that, but I don't, because it's not my problem. Try to make them the same size in the picture. So you have a person on one side and the building far back. Get as close to the person so that the person will have a good ratio with the building. Don't stand 5 meters away or 15 feet away from the person and the building is another 100 yards behind. You may see the building, but you definitely lose the person. So that is another thing that I would like to suggest to you. Get some software to improve the photo taking capabilities. There are a few cameras out there, like alternative cameras to the one built in. The one built in is not bad, but there are a few, and I would like to suggest two. One is manual. It's called manual. It's a manual camera, and with iOS 8 it allows you to influence the settings. And the other one is Pro Camera, also with manual options. However, this is not so essential in my eyes. You may work very well with the built-in camera, the camera app in the iPhone or any other phone. So now let me get into some accessories that I can suggest. One that has nothing to do with photography is the more you use your phone for other things than calling, or actually the more you use your phone, the more you will drain your battery. So if you want to use it for photography a little more seriously, you may consider getting a spare battery that you want to carry around. There are small ones. You even have some that are like a battery case. This is a Mophie one, and it's really good. Makes the phone a little bit bigger and may have other problems related to some accessories that I'm still going to show you, but it's definitely something that you may want to consider, because the more you do with a phone, the more you drain the battery. So that's one thing. Now I will show you some pictures of some of the tools that I use, and I will explain them one by one now. Okay, now you've seen the tools that I use, and let me go into details of what they are. This one is pretty simple. It's a tripod. It's a small portable tripod. This is an option I suggest, because in terms of portability, it's not the smallest thing to carry around all day. If you have a bag or something, a small bag, it will fit inside. It's quite lightweight and it's very, very sturdy. You can move the head. Let me show you how it works. You can move the head, rotate it, and this will help you frame your picture, get the horizon right and everything. But this is optional. If you get this, or if you get another tripod, there's one from GorillaPod, a small one, you need something to put the iPhone onto the tripod. And what I suggest is from Joby, it's this one. It's really tiny. It folds like this. Like this, see? Let me try to get this in focus. It doesn't want to focus on this one. Okay. However, believe me, it's small and it looks like this. This one will hold. Let me just show you how it works. You screw it on top of your tripod, and then you put the iPhone inside. It has springs, and it will hold your iPhone like this. It's pretty good as far as I've been able to say. It's not the most robust thing, and I wouldn't throw it around when the iPhone's inside, but it's definitely good enough to put your iPhone down and take some pictures. What you may consider using is also, especially if you do like long exposures, you have self-timers in the iPhone camera apps, but you may also want to consider a remote control. This is actually one that I got when I bought one of those selfie sticks. I will not use the selfie stick, but I will use the remote control. Let me try to get this in focus. Just doesn't want to. Okay, who cares? Okay, this is a remote control. It works through Bluetooth, so you have to link it to the iPhone once, and then you can just use it at a distance of up to like 10 meters, something like that. So for creative purposes, you may even want to just leave your iPhone somewhere in view or hide it somewhere and then use this to trigger it. One more thing that I really love, this was a present. I had been looking at it for a while but never quite decided to buy it, and ever since I have it, and some of the pictures you've seen before were taken with this. This is, I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. It's Oyo Clip or Olo Clip. It's an accessory lens kit actually, because this one has a fisheye on this side, a wide angle on this side, and if you unscrew the lens, you will have a macro, a 10-time macro lens on this side and a 15 times macro lens on the other side. And if you manage to get close enough to your subject, you have to get really, really close. We're talking quarter of an inch or something like that. But if you can get really close, like insects or plants, and you can get incredible details and pictures that are unique. And this is more or less what I want to tell you about iPhone or smartphone photography. Try to be unique. It's also like that in any other kind of photography, but in particular to this one, because there's just a lot of crap out there, shots taken with the iPhone, because it's too simple. You just point your phone, press, and have a photo. In most cases, it's absolutely boring, totally insignificant, and sometimes it's even shaky or even like technically not good. But you have the potential, because the cameras that you have in these things are exceptionally good. They're not on par with some even small cameras, but you know, the point is, this one you always have in your pocket, in your jacket, in your purse. This one you would have to take along, keep the batteries charged, pick a lens to put on. You will leave it at home, and that leads to the other great philosophical theory in photography. The best camera would be the one you left at home. So with this, I would like to leave you. Think about it. Have a look at what you want to do. Have a look at maybe some of the accessories that I presented to you, and yeah, enjoy your iPhone or smartphone photography. Thank you very much. Have a great day. And I forgot one very, very important thing. Get Snapseed. The app should be free. It's for post-processing your pictures right inside your phone, iPad, everything. It's fantastic. It's really great. It's quite complicated. It's not quite complicated. It's not a very simple one, but it has a huge number of functionalities, options, black and white, special filters. So get Snapseed. Thank you very much.